I mentioned I was talking to Kobe like
Yeah.
like every day. Like, hey, how do I do this? What should I do here? Like, how do you beat this? And so like he's
When did you
mentoring me.
start that relationship with him?
Right before I got to Notre Dame. So I went and I met him. So what happened was we got tickets. Ralph gave us tickets to the Bulls game. He's like, hey, I'm out of town. Do you want to go to the Bulls game? I'm like, sure. So my dad and I go, and we're like right behind the Lakers bench. And so my dad went down there a little early and was talking to someone, like one of the coaches, like, hey, like my daughter knows Kobe, and like this, bullshitting like Calvin does, just talking to random people. And the guy was like, oh, okay, like I see you have a USA jacket on, like she played USA basketball, and they just started talking. And mind you, I didn't know this happened before the game. So he's like, yeah, like this is raving about me and talking to the guy. So we're sitting down. It's one of the timeouts, and actually Kobe wasn't playing. He hurt his shoulder. So he comes out. I think it would have been like second quarter. Timeout happens, and Kobe looks like right at me and like goes like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, me? Like, no way. My dad's like, yeah, I set that up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay. Like,
yeah.
You don't know him. Like, there's no way. And so the whole game, I'm kind of looking like, that's kind of cool. That's like Kobe, like maybe he looked at me. Like I'm gonna say he looked at me. Like even if he didn't say, even if that didn't happen, like that's
like,
what actually.
He stared at me.
Yeah, no, he stared at me, bro. He gave me a hat. Come on, in Chicago, gave me one of this. Like, come on, like it's a flex. So, like
that's true.
Like, come on, like,
that is true.
So I go back home, and I'm sitting there. We're just talking about the game. I look on Twitter. It's like Kobe Bryant follows you. I was like, bro, what's money on my guy?
Oh my God,
what?
bro.
Like, I ran back and forth, like suicides in the house, like sliding, like up with my socks, just like gliding, like, no way, like that. Like, I'm yelling. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Like, my mom's like, what are you doing? Like, you got school tomorrow. Like, go to bed. I'm like, you guys, like,
you don't understand.
You just follow me. Like, I'm freaking out. And I'm like, I think I was like following 96. So, like, which is crazy because, like, right?
Well,
so,
of course.
Exactly. So I'm like, man, follow number 96. He doesn't have a lot of friends. Like, I'm in high school. Like, what do I do? Like, how do I approach this? Like, do I like everything to make sure he notices me? It's just like all these things, right? And so, like, I don't know, like, how do I
every single thing.
Right. Like, do I post like a Kobe picture now that I wear all my Nikes? Like, like, what do I do? And so, that true story. I'm like literally panicking. Like, how do I play this? Like, I didn't tell LH. I didn't tell Ninos. Anyone.
You didn't tell nobody.
Not yet. I'm like, I can't play this because what if it's fake? Then what?
Like a parody account or something.
Yeah, like, I mean, I know he gave me a head nod like 3 hours ago, but like, is this real? Like,
are you sure he wants to follow me? Like,
right? Like me? Like out of everyone in the world? Like, I'm number 96. And so 2 days later, I'm like, I'm just gonna message them. I'm just hit him like, hey, what do I delete? Like, what do I say?
How long did it take you to send that message? In all honesty,
it was sitting there like hours. So I'm like, what do I say to Kobe? Like, I can't say great game because he didn't play.
That's
so I'm
true.
like, get well soon. I'm like, he's probably fine. And like, he got an injection. He's playing like next week. Like, I don't know. Like, so like, the first thing I asked him, I'm like, how do you defend or how do you beat a top block? So I was in high school. And how was I guarded in high school, Steve?
Well, by multiple people.
Like, insane. Like, I come across half court and there's 3 people like this.
Trapping you like that.
Yes. Insane.
And she still averaged 30.
So, like, our mutual friends, like, that we have, like, they would always tell me stories about Jewell in high school. Because I'm a little bit older than Jewell, but not too much. But they'd just be like, yeah, Jewell used to pin people's shit off the glass. Like, she was that type of player. Like, she would just, like, be so electrifying. They were like, the crowd would go crazy with anything Jewell does.
It was wild. Like, I would make a turnover, and then I was just like, I'm timing this shit perfectly. Man, terrible turnover. Da-da-da-da. Boop. See ya. Like, I don't know. It was just, high school was like insane. Like, it was like
a video game.
Yeah.
I went to see her play, and Tennessee was there scouting her. I knew the assistant, Dean Abercrombie. And the game starts. Jewell scored 45. It was a 32-minute game. Jesus and Christ. They lost.
We lost by 5.
And I'm sitting with her parents, and I start making like the football sound. I just start because it was like a video game. She was like a live video game. Watch her play.
Bo Jackson.
Tecmo Jewell. Right. It was like Tecmo Jewell. Like, it's unbelievable.
It was wild. So that's the first thing I sent Kobe, and within an hour he responded.
Damn.
I was like, oh, this shit is real. Like, I had a pen, paper. I'm like, whatever he said, I wrote down. I just had like a note. I'm like, all right, just in case my phone like dies or something happens, like I'm writing this shit down.
Yeah.
And after that, I just started asking him questions every day. Just, how do you do this? Like, what's your mindset? Like, just anything. Like your shoes. Like, why do you wear low cut shoes? any question I could possibly ask, and he just responded. Like, it was no like delay. It wasn't like, hey, like I'm not hitting back.
So there was no question too deep or too shallow. Just everything that you wanted to get and know from him, from the mastermind, you asked.
Yeah.
And it was like that. It was like a resource that was just
100%. Which is wild because, I mean, if you go back and ask anyone like Kobe, like who your friends or like all the time, he wasn't doing that back then. Like he was locked in and focused. He wasn't really giving a lot of his time to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So for me, be like one of the first people that he really kind of mentored and like really kind of like, hey, like I'm, you know, trying to help you be better, whatever. I mean, clearly he saw something in me that, you know, I didn't necessarily fully see at the time, but it's like, man, I can ask him anything. He's going to help me. So
I think that's a great lesson for every person on the planet. You recruited your mentor and you initiated the questions. I just think that's a great lesson.
Yeah.
It changed your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Changed your life, for sure. 100%.
I didn't even think about that like that.
Yeah. It's a good lesson for all of us, honestly.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm talking to Kobe every day. So in my mind, I'm
That's
like,
so sick.
What college coach is giving me this insight? Like, how can I be, what am I learning here? Like, really, that he's not helping me learn. So my mindset was like, yeah, I'm learning here. I say that, like, you can always learn from anyone. Like, I've learned from, like, anyone. The janitors yelling, bend your knees. I'm like, thanks, Tom. Like, everyone, like, like, no, seriously, the security guard at Niles West, he's like, hey, like, you're kind of tired. Like, go get some water. I'm like, thanks, Nick. Like, anyone who tells me, I'm like, for sure. But if you're trying to be, like, great, I want to learn from the greats.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset in college. Like, if I want to go learn how to be a pro, I'm going to learn from the pros. Yeah. Like, there's no pro in college. There's not one person in the college that could teach me how to be a pro. So, like, going there, I'm like, yeah, like, it just makes sense that I need to leave. And I can leave because I'm older.